2022, we're back.
Welcome.
Look at this is the table talk. Start up. Shake the devil off. Welcome to Sister Table Talk. How are you today?
Fabulous.
I'm Patrice.
I'm Rhonda.
Wanda.
And we are here to inspire you, motivate you, and educate you. Woo!
Yes.
So today we're going to start out with a little game, and Rhonda's going to lead it off. Rhonda, take it away.
The name of the game today is What Would You Do If? Again, what would you do if? What would you do if you found a bag or wallet of money laying beside your car and there is no name, address, or any information attached to it?
I had to drink on that one. Wanda, what would you do?
I'm sorry, but I would say, Lord, thank you for answering my prayers. And when I take care of my business, I would definitely share with others, but I'll say thank you. It's been a long time coming.
I agree.
I think the same. Once I have made sure it doesn't belong to anybody, then it's time to enjoy.
Because it's almost like it's meant to be. If it's by your car with no name or address, come on.
Right.
I agree. Okay, what would you do if you got the opportunity? Excuse me. What would you do if you got the opportunity to teach a grade level? What grade level would it be and why?
I would say probably kindergarten to first grade because I have a childlike spirit and I love to just get down on the floor and just play and have fun with them because we all still have a little childness in our heart.
I agree. I think I would do the same thing. I would pick the either pre-K or kindergarten because they're so small, they're so sweet, and they're so innocent.
Yes.
You know, they're so teachable at that moment. And they're just so loving. So I would pick that grade level too.
I would too.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do if you won the lottery?
Ooh.
Okay, well, we talk about being debt free. So, first of all, wait. Tithe and offering.
Right. That's always
because
first.
he allowed us to win. So, tithe and offering first, then pay out the bills, and what's left, help the family with some things. You can't help with all things, but some things to lighten the load.
Right. And to add to that, I would do a lot of investing, you know, purchasing land, doing real estate, because you can always get return on your investment with that. So like my sister said, you know, after you caught up on your bills and taking care of that, I would do a lot of investing. And I've always had this thought too in the back of my mind, if I have enough, I will also make sure I build some homeless shelters for the homeless because my heart goes out to them. So if it's any extra, that's what I would put towards that. Rhonda, what you think?
I agree.
Okay.
What would you do if you got the opportunity to work with a celebrity of your choice? Who would that celebrity be if you got the opportunity to work with one?
Nice. Nice. For me, it just has to be one. I can't pick more than one.
Just one.
So the celebrity, I mean, I know a lot of times we don't consider celebrities in the church, but if I had a choice to work with anybody, it would be Cindy Trim. I love Cindy Trim. She's always talking about the kingdom. She always talking about, you know, how we build for the kingdom. She has written so many books about it. So if I had a choice, it would be Cindy Trim.
I guess I would say Oprah Winfrey because of her entrepreneurship. I would like to know her background and how she successfully, you know, dealt with her money, put her money, and I would just pick her brain to see what are some of the things that will benefit my businesses in the future.
Good choice.
Okay, what would you do if you were the president? what 2 changes would you make that would help in today's society? Knowing that all the things that are going on today, if you were the president, what are 2 things that you would change that would help the world be a better place?
One,
Just 2.
2 changes.
Or if you can't think of 2, just 1.
I would make sure the elderly did have more benefits to take care of themselves and lower the price, if any, because they've worked all their lives, and it's still a strain, even though with Social Security. I would, like my sister said, she built a complex. I would have it where they wouldn't have to pay no rent, but they can't move anybody in. It's just giving back what they have done throughout their lifetime. I wouldn't charge them, but
Right.
they cannot let other family members live with them, or they'll have to be out. I'm sorry.
So I know the government is always talking about, providing jobs. They say it, but there's no system to make sure it's done. So that's the first thing I would do. If we say we're providing employment for everybody, we got to have some type of programs or census to make sure that's actually happening. And if that's the case, we do need to make sure everybody's employed and make sure they're getting paid what they're worth. That's one good thing that I can see happening. Another good thing is when you have these startup for businesses. A lot of times we have these things in place, but it's so hard. It's still hard because, there's red tape in some situations where people still can't get the money they need to start up their business. So I would make that part easier, as well as provide employment for others. Those are just 2 small things I would start with.
Let me touch back on it, because I don't want anyone to think I'm being rude to the elderly. If the elderly is sick, I would allow one family member and follow up with that family member to care for them, because sometimes some people do get Alzheimer's and dementia. So let me go back, and they say she wrong. No, I'll allow one person that will carefully care for them. So.
Right.
Okay. So what would you do if you find out a piece of land was left in your name? Would you sell it or keep it and build on it for you and your family?
Well, being that I have kids, I would keep it and try to equally divide it up, and they do what they want with it. Bills or whatever. Everybody of the kids will have an equal portion.
I would definitely save it. I would not sell it. I will save it and build on it.
Okay. Okay.
Got any more?
At this moment, what would you do if you were driving down the road and you noticed your car was smoking and you couldn't get out of traffic at that time? How would you handle it?
Oh, Wanda.
And just driving and it's smoking?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, I would pray and say, God, just help me be safe for me and the others around me. And just don't let it fog up to the point I get in an accident to where I can just pull over safely.
Same thing, man. If you see smoke, you can get out of there. Just make sure you get in a safe place. You don't want to stay in there because it's already, a bad issue right then anyway. So make sure you find a safe place to pull over and get out of there. Get out.
Because if you jump in traffic while it's going, the ambulance coming for you.
Right. So find you a safe place and get out of there.
Okay. So what would you do if you were in the store shopping and the music was playing, then all of a sudden you heard like a gunshot, but it really was something that fell off the shelf and you saw people running, but you didn't know why they was running. You just heard it and then you start running. So how would you handle that?
Well,
would you try to find out what it was, or would you just run like the rest of them and find out later?
Like when it's a fire, they teach us to stop, drop, and roll. I'm going to stop, drop, pray, and roll over to the side in safety.
Me too. I am not going to investigate. If I hear something like that, I'm out. I'll find out later what happened. My safety first. No, man, my safety is first.
It's funny. Okay, this last one, it's pretty funny, but y'all will see where I'm coming from. If you were at church and you are the soloist, getting ready to come in to sing your part, and you feel like a spider crawling down your leg or up your leg, and nobody else see the spider, they just see you knocking something off, how would you handle it, knowing that you get ready to come in with your solo and you feel something crawling and they trying to figure out what is she doing? You feel it, but they don't.
What would you do?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I say, y'all excuse me, and I'm gonna go to hit. Because if it's a spider, you know it's a spider, you don't want it to bite you because it can be poisonous. And then there again, calling 911. The ambulance coming. So to save the embarrassment, just say, y'all excuse me, something was on my leg, and continue being professional and sing real good then.
I would do the same thing. I'm knocking that spider off. I'm knocking it off. Sorry. I'm doing that.
Okay. I actually experienced this next one. So I just wanted to know y'all, how would y'all handle it? If you were a cashier checking out other customers and one of the customers noticed a piece of clothing that you were wearing that they were interested in buying, like maybe a certain mask or, any type of clothing, and they ask you how much are you willing to sell it for at that moment. You're ringing up customers now, so keep in mind, the line is getting longer and this is just something they gotta have. How would you handle that?
Well, I'm gonna get a Ziploc bag, because I know the stores have Ziploc bags. And then say, name your price. Because if they have to have it, they're valuing it.
Right.
And they see you clearly using it, so just sanitize as much as possible, put it in a bag. What's your price? Because you may know where to get another one from. That's your blessing for today.
So, if it's particularly a mask, like my sister said, then I would tell them, well, first let me get a chance to wash it and clean it, and you can come back. Either you can come back today or you can come back tomorrow, and I'll give them my schedule. I wouldn't feel comfortable with taking off my mask after breathing in it and coughing in it and giving it to them. No, I would feel comfortable with cleaning it first, sanitizing it first, then give it to them.
But at that point, they may be heading out of town and not coming back. They really need that mask for a gift.
They may, but I'm just saying that's what I would do.
And I
would
actually experienced that. I had a master's mask, and I was at work, and this guy wanted to buy it off of me, like while I'm working, and I just felt uncomfortable because I'm like, to me that wasn't sanitary. I thought he was just playing, but he really was for real, and I was just like, I couldn't do it.
See, that's
so I
how
just
I
wanted to know, how would y'all handle it?
Sanitizing hand.
But sanitizing and washing is two different things.
But they wouldn't wash it. I'm just sanitizing it after all my face. Putting it in a clear bag and saying, thank you. Because I know I probably more than likely would get another one, especially if I continue to work for the masters.
Okay, did y'all have any more to add to it?
That was fun and exciting.
Okay, thank you all. Again, it was called What Would You Do If? Thank you for tuning into our channel. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
And subscribe.
2022.
See you next time.